Hello, I've just arrived at the club water. I haven't been here for what feels like absolutely months and months and months. I think it is nearly 2 months. I haven't done a video for a very long time. So I've literally landed in the peg, got my stuff here, got a nice big bucket of mixed boilies and pellets and hemp, and a bit of peanut in there. But yeah, gonna get some bait out. Then I'm going to sit on it and hopefully catch a fish. It's been a boiling hot day. I think I've just landed in the peg before it's going to start raining. We'll see how it goes from there. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Well, morning came and went. The rain last night was on and off. It kept waking me up. I think the first sort of like proper heavy rain we had was about 3 AM, and then I sat in the bivvy watching the sun come up as the rain bashed down on the bivvy. But no, a couple of beeps, no runs. I've seen a few fish, one come out over the other side, but nothing for me yet. I've had a bit of a disaster. Spom snapped off. So I've gone back to like the cheap one that doesn't open, and I've had a battle with that this morning. But yeah, other than that, I've just been sitting here on the bed, looking out the bivvy like we're doing now. I got one in the net. Again, not the target species. There's a lot of oil on the surface of the water here. It's an absolute slab of a bream. So even though I wasn't hoping for a bream, I got one, but it's a big old beastie full of warts and scars, so we'll get it up and have a look. I think it's a double. We'll have a look. What we got? £10.10. Not really, not the target species, but I say you can't really sniff when you catch double figure breams, dark as you like. £10.10. Caught on it was a Mistral's pre-cooked tiger nut, the pre-prep ones. I've had them for a while. I soaked them in the red aggressive pellet mash and then used them. But yeah, ideal carp bait, picking up bream. But I'm not going to complain. Big massive chunk of a bream. And that's the first fish for a long while. Right, let's flip you around, show you the big old warty, slimy beast of a bream. There we go. Oh. There's the other side of a big fat monster bream. It's just nice to catch something, isn't it? Just the thickness of it, I don't know if you can make that out, but like for a bream, you got a thickness of like a sort of 5 or 6 pound carp there, and then a dinner plate of a slab side. Right, let's slip him back. There's just a full trail of birds running the length of the lake. Where are you off to, birds? Is there someone with super bread over there or something? Let's pan it across. Still going. It's been nearly 2 hours when I can't. The smell of bream is still there. Oh. Mind you, would it be the same with smell of carp? I don't know. And caught for so bloody long, I don't know. So, coming to the end of my spawn mix. I got bits of everything in there. It's like a glue, but when it hits the water you can see it's like a cloud. It's like a cloud that goes straight down. So we got an MB1, there is a bit of sweet corn, a bit of the pre-prepped hemp, we got some prepared tiger nuts, red aggressive pellets, all that's what's turned it pink really. But yeah, it's vile. it stinks, and that's what I've been putting out. So far it's attracted one bream, so I'm not doing the best, am I? But yeah, so I'm coming to the end of the mix, so I might throw a few more boilies out after this, but I think I've put enough bait out there to get them feeding, a full bucket. So we'll see how it goes. Right, so I'm 24 hours in. The filming has probably been absolutely dire. If you can hear it in the background, one of the warehouses or whatever's over at the other side of the Enterprise Park. The alarm's going off, and it's been going off for about an hour. No one's got any intention of coming to turn it off by the sounds of it. But yeah, so I thought I'd cook myself some proper budget dinner. So you can see that. Let's move the camera down. Whoa, there we go. It's a tin ravioli. Yeah, proper budget. But it's not too bad, and it doesn't cost hardly anything, and you can feed yourself when you're on the bank without, well, most of the time. When you think about all your spare money, it goes on sort of like bits of camera equipment, and you buy PVA and all the little bits and pieces that you end up filling your bags with, like, so that everything you've got weighs a ton. You don't want to go wasting it on food, do you? Alright, I'll see you later. I hope I catch something else. I don't want to end the day with just a bream, and I want to go into sort of like my last day of my 48-hour session with something to build on. Oh, I don't know. Alright, I'll see you later. Morning on the second day, and I've got up to rain. One single beep in the night. I got up, got out, and there was nothing there. So it's been pretty much a dire 2-night session. I'm gonna have to wait till the rain stops and slowly start packing things down. Let's hope Mr. Carp wants to pay a visit after the rain stops, is it? God, I look rough today. So my plan was to get up, pack things down, and move over possibly to the shallows or to the newly opened snag pegs again. But it was raining from the moment I opened my eyes, so everything's soaking. So I'm hoping that I can sit the last couple of hours out. What I've done, I've changed all the baits and I've spiced things up a bit. Some I've literally put one rod out with just 2 pieces of plastic corn, just then dig through, because what I was doing is mixing the tiger nut with the boilie on the hair. So I just got nuts on one, plastic corn on the other, and just a single boilie with nothing else on it out to into the left hand margin. When I reeled them in, there was a bit of that silkweed stuff, that blankety horrible stuff on the rigs, so cleaned the rigs up. One of the hairs had actually, one of the hooks I turned and was sticking in the boilie, so that was the middle rod, the one I had a few beeps on about sort of like 6 o'clock this morning. Of course the hook point was nowhere near going to stick in any fish mouth when it's wedged into the boilie, so that was a failure. Yeah, so there's been 2 fish topping in front of me. I've put a rod on both of them and one back down the margins, and hopefully everything will dry for me to pack down, and I hope to God I don't blank. I'm probably having the worst run of fishing I've had since I first started fishing the Fen rod. I think I done something like 5 night sessions back when I first started fishing the Fen rod, and I blanked. I don't think I was doing anything wrong, it's just things were happening, like I was fiddling with the rigs, and when I'd reel them back in they were all tangled up in a mess, and whether that's them getting tangled on the cast or something's picking them up and spitting them out, and I was playing with the rigs, so perhaps they were really easy to eject, and when the fish were just spitting them back out, it was just making a total mess of all the rig, or the fact it was my awful casting and I was banging them onto the ground and they were just, but no, I was casting, they were nice clean casts. You could see the rig going in the air along with the lead, so it shouldn't have been. If I was, like sometimes you balls it up and everything's spinning through the air, you expect a tangle then, but no. There's lots of things for me to reflect on for this session. I think it's a big learning curve again. I've just turned up, done where I think I know what to do, and nothing's happened. What can you do? Just have to go back and think about it for a couple of weeks and then come back with a different plan. Right. Anyway, I could still catch a fish. You never know. Alright, I'll see you later. Oh, right, barrow's up behind me. If you see that, I can't see anything, the sun's shining right in my face. Yeah, first session back for a long while, and a bream. I suppose it's better than blanking. A double figure bream. It felt like I actually caught something instead of just like sitting here for 2 days and catching nothing. But it also feels like I didn't quite hit the mark with it. But hey ho, that's fishing. Alright, I'll see you next time we're on the bank. Ta-ra.